we are now turning to our poem. We have already discussed about the chit chat. We have done, we have written these words, answers to the question. We have dealt with the words. We categorized them how bilingually. Bilingual dictionary, and we did the working up, arranging them alphabetically. Okay, now go to the next page and start with the poem. Look at the margin, words, questions and orders. See what is written in the margin. At first, guess the meaning of. Three words are given for us here. Awakening skies, catamarans, track. We do have some meaning in our mind. Means we are guessing what it would be. Then we are asked to think about the following points and answer them. There are three questions. Lastly, there are two words, verge and mates. We will deal all these words and questions along with the reading of the poem. Right? Come on, Coromandel Fishers. Rise, brother, rise, the wakening skies spread to the morning light. The wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn like a child that has cried all night. Come, let us gather our nets from the shore and set our catamarans free to capture the leaping wealth of the tide, for we are the kings of the sea. No longer delay, let us hasten away in the call. The sea is our mother, the cloud is our brother, the waves are our comrades all. What though we toss at the fall of the sun, where the land of the sea god drives? He who holds the storm by the air will hide in his breast our lives. Sweet is the shade of the coconut glade and the scent of mango grove, and the sweet are the sands at the full of the moon, with the sound of the voice we love. But sweeter, O brother, the kiss of the spray and the dance of the wild foam's glee. Row, brothers, row to the edge of the verge where the low sky meets with the sea. We have read wholly the full poem at once. Come on, at one time, come on, what we understand generally, I think there are 12 lines in the poem. At first, they are divided into three bunches. That is, from Rise Brothers to Kings of the Sea is one stanza. No longer delay. Pustak. No longer delay to breast our lives. And sweet is the shade to with the sea. These three stanzas are there. We come to know that there are three stanzas. How many lines are there? 12 lines. Okay? Now we will go through the lines and we will get the meaning of each line. See, underneath the poem the writer's name is written. Who is the writer? Sarojini Naidu. And a picture is there. In that picture, a fisherman is with his net. The water is rising. There are coconut trees are also seen. And see, what time is it? Huh? It is night. It is night. It is almost the time of dawn, or almost it will the wakening of the day. Come on, wakening skies. To wake up means utne, rise. Wakening skies, the whole sky will wake up. Under the sky, there are so many persons, so many people. There are people, and they are about to do their work, and they will start their working. Before they start working for themselves, at the very time of awakening, we will go to the sea. The poet is saying that one of the fishermen, Sarojini Naidu, has entered in the mind of a fisherman, and thinking from that point of view, the poetess says, as a fisherman, rise, brothers, rise, the awakening skies pray to the morning light. The sky at the east is praying to have a good day, to arise. The sun will come up, and it is praying for that sun, and at the same time, the fisherman, means the poetess, says, rise, brother, rise. Let us go to work. The wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn, like a child that has cried all night. See, here again comparison we find. About the figures of speech, we will deal the poem next time. All the poems next time. Come on. See, the poet says, the wind lies asleep in the arms of dawn. D-A-W-N, dawn? Huh? It is in Marathi, Pahad. The time just before the day breaks. Just before the day breaks. When the sky is not fully brightened, but a kind of red color or some rays, since they are appearing on the east side, in the east side, that is the daybreak. Before that daybreak, the time is dawn. So dawn, and this dawn is also personified here. This dawn is also personified like a mother. And he says, the wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn. Means wind is a child. What does the wind is compared? Wind is said to be as a child. And about dawn, it is as if a mother. And the child is sleeping in the arms of the mother. Means, you know the quality of a child. Child is always naughty. Child is always playful. Child is always running here and there, making tricks. And child cannot be stopped from doing something. So the writer fully arranged all this meaning with this wind as a child. And now child, early in the morning, before the daybreak, it is in the arms of its mother. Means it is very, very quiet. Now come on, run and start doing our own work. So they want to go